I need to use that. Just stream it.
Well, they get a little saucy.
I do not want to know what you do on the side.
How do these people just know what potassium bromate tastes like?
This is what midnight coping and roasting is all about. Hey lovelies, welcome to Midnight Coping and Roasting, where we lightheartedly call out and roast movies. Those movies that are just too cheesy, too convenient, and really just ridiculous and absurd. Those are the kind of movies that we're going to be roasting. I got this idea while scrolling through TikTok, and I kept seeing all these like little shorts of snippets of movies, right, in reels, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually really cool. So I watched them and was like, oh my gosh, these are really bad, but in a good way. That's what we're gonna be doing. So grab your drink of choice, sit, get cozy, and stay lovely. Before we begin, a quick note that this space is meant for coping through humor, and it's not therapy. This is not an alternative to getting the support you may or may not need. So we are here to roast situations, not people and not ourselves. We are here for the movies. Just to step away from life and envelop ourselves into absurdity. So if something hits close tonight, just know it's okay to pause. It's okay to take that moment for reflection, but just come back whenever you're ready. Lights go down, movie starts. The one that we have today is called Hit the Jackpot. My broke chef husband is a billionaire. The actor wraps a black silverware napkin around his neck, and it's just foggy and it's so serious, and I can't take it seriously because of the silverware napkin. Like, I just can't. And you know it's one of those. If you know what I'm talking about. All right, so we have Frank Salisbury, which perfect name for this, by the way, Salisbury Steak, the CEO of Stardust Restaurant Group. I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounds really good. Now we're in the restaurant, I'm assuming. We're in one of his restaurants, and he's speaking to an employee or a manager of some sort who is like, boss, why are you still here? You have everything, and yet you still keep this one little restaurant. David says, you've always had such a soft spot. David is the assistant of Frank. How very frank of you. Oh, it's his first restaurant. Okay, it's his first restaurant. Assistant Dave is quick with the boss. We gotta go. Let's go. Are you sure you want to marry his daughter? Whoa! They've never met each other, according to Salisbury, whose name I can't remember. I just know it's Salisbury. The stakes are high for Mr. Salisbury. He's never met this woman, but he doesn't care. That's the thing. He doesn't care. His life is the restaurant. Oh, what is this man's name? It's not Frank. What is this man's name? I can't remember this man's name. Shut the fuck up. His name is Frank. How did I mess that up? I made the Frank joke. How did I mess that up? How did I mess that up? His name is Frank. Frank is like, I am not changing out of my chef uniform. She gonna see me for who I am. We have Anna and her mother, who I'm not gonna remember her name, are in the hospital room, and they're talking, and they don't have enough money. So Anna's gonna go out, and she's gonna find some way to get some money. Classic trope. I guess there wouldn't be a movie if these people didn't need the money, right? I guess that's true. So Anna walks in, and it's her dad and what I assume is her sister, who is saying, I'm not gonna marry an ugly fat chef. All right, so we're getting some more understanding. Anna's father has told us that it was their grandfather who set up his granddaughter to marry the Salisbury man chef, Frank. Anna sits down and she says, can I please have some money for my mom? Like, she's super sick. And the dad goes, get out! With the Australian accent that I can't do. And he's like, I divorced her. No! They're so mean. They're so mean. This Morris family. Oof, the dad and the daughter. But Anna's at least, she's okay. Get out! Anna is begging her dad for money, saying that the Morris family restaurant was built by both of them, and just feeling this. I'm getting into Anna's just, she hitting me. She hit right here. This sister. What is her name? Tessa? The sister, Tess, is now saying that she's got the solution to Anna's problems. All your problems, they about to go away. And all you have to do is marry my fiance, the broke one. Because she wants to marry into a rich family and not the broke family. So she's telling her sister to marry into a broke family so that way she can get enough money to help her sick mom. Okay. So Anna's kind of got this air about her. She seems like her EQ is high. At this moment, it seems that way. And she's like, you shouldn't be judgmental about this guy. Like, he's your fiance, dude. No, I don't care what job he has. I don't give a shit. He's broke. Ain't no broke person gonna come up in here and be my fiance. Just dream it. Just dream it. I need to use that. Just dream it. So he's like, come on, if you do this, you marry this dude, I might have some money for you and your mom. I might. Anna is bearing her heart to her father and her sister, and they're just relentless. She's like, my mother built a part of this too, and I don't understand why you can't just give her some of that. Tess, the sister, she just goes, whack. She slapped her. Tess is like, oh, right, he's here, the big, fat, ugly chef. Oh, shit! Frank has made his entrance. And the sister, Tessa, she's just like, oh my god, look how oily you look, and you smell just disgusting. Did you not change before you came here? Oh my god. Bruh. He ain't covered in grease. He don't look like he smell like a deep fryer. And we hear him say to himself, the CEO of Stardust Restaurant Group makes $300 million a year. And then he hits him with the, actually, I only make $30K. Oh, Frank said, does this mean you're not going to fulfill the engagement? The way he looks, the look on his face, he's like, thank fuck, I hope so. And then, of course, the dad is like, get out! No, we're gonna fulfill the engagement, but we need $500,000 first. Just dream it. This man just said he made $30K a year, and now you asking him for $500,000 just to marry the daughter? This dad is trying to get compensation for his daughter because this man doesn't make enough. I'm so confused. An assistant David stepping in. He's like, whoa, what are you talking about, bro? We're not giving you money for your daughter. Excuse me? Just dream it. Frank, bring me some coffee. Frank. Now Frank is looking inward and he's like, this whole family just wants money. Even Anna. So I'm just gonna fuck around with it. I'm gonna play with it. Let's see what fucking happens. We have Frank fake declaring bankruptcy. I declare bankruptcy! So not only has he claimed bankruptcy, but now Frank is adding more stipulations to this. And he says, so I don't weigh you down. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna sign a prenup, okay? And that way, all the finances are just cut and dry. Ugh. And now Anna is saying, okay, because she has to. She has to do it. She has to do it for her mom. Ugh, Anna, I feel so bad for her. Done deal. Anna's the fiance now. It's official. They walk out of what seems to be a city hall of some sort. They've got a certificate of marriage. And now Frank is taking Anna to his little legacy restaurant, the one he just can't get rid of, right? And he's like, this gold digger is gonna hate this restaurant so much. And why would you think? It's so cute though. Like, the restaurant's actually really cute. What? So now what he's saying is that he and Anna are gonna have to manage the tiny little restaurant. And the luxury is gone. And she's so excited. She's so excited. And he's like, no luxury for you. And she's like, okay, hell yeah. I love this. Let's go. But the thing is he's so shocked. Like, even though she's playing along, he's like, oh my God. The name of this restaurant is Stardust Rundown Restaurant. The fact that it's called Rundown, like, what? Just had to make sure everyone knows this place is run down. Even though I bet you we're gonna look inside and it's gonna be so bright and airy and clean. Yup. Oh, there's Dave. She's with her fiancé chef, and guess what? She's hungry. Girl, me too. Okay. Frank walks over to David and they're all chatty like, hey, you can't, I'm just a chef. Right? I'm not a CEO. I need an apartment. I need to step down a little bit, you know? Let's make it shabby. Oh, cooking scene! Cutting bell peppers. Where did that food come from? Is that all vegetables? Is it salmon? Frank hands her this. It looks fancy, right? Still not sure what it is. Now that it's on the table, it looked like salmon. But I didn't see any salmon or any chicken. Also, why do they have so many teapots? In the background of the scene, there's so many teapots. Okay, so the scene with the teapots is so good. Anna eats whatever Frank gives her, and he's like so proud of it. He's like, you know I'm so good at this, and you don't even know it. Even David hits with the 3-star level chef, son. Don't talk about my boss like that. How dare you? All because she ate a bite and said something was off. $10. Something's gonna be off with the food. And he's gonna be like, no, it's not. How dare you? Yep, called it. Hold up. So she eats one of his dishes and now she's just a food connoisseur. She knows everything there is about black pepper. How the fuck is this a part of your plan, Anna? Like, how did you learn all of this? Overnight? Oh my God, Anna has figured out the recipe that's been suffering for decades. Oh my gosh, she's a hero. Classic trope. She didn't even eat her food. Frank's like, okay, let's go. You fixed my one recipe that I've never been able to fucking figure out, and now you can't even eat it, and we're just gonna bounce to this new apartment that my assistant got us 2 seconds ago. I'd be mad. I'd be like, I said I was hungry and I didn't even get to eat it. Officially at the crappy apartment. Bet you it's not crappy. And of course, it's got nice flooring. Everything's pretty. And now there's flowers and rose petals. Ew. It flashed back to David washing dishes. And he's like, oh yeah, boss. You're going to thank me so much for that. Get you guys going. David. There's explicit things in the closet as well. Oh my God, David. I do not want to know what you do on the side. She's like, Frank, what the f*** is this stuff doing in your closet? Joke's on her. And Frank. It's David that lives like that. I think we should take things slow. Accidentally falls on top of him in slow motion with the rose petals all over them. Classic trope. Classic trope. Now that we've had this super romantic moment where you were on top of me, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch and then romantically ask you if you want to come to this event with me. Duh, she says. Doy. I hate her wardrobe. I got the fancy hors d'oeuvres. Them waffles? This is waffles. Uh-oh. Okay, we're at an important thing. The VIPs want to talk to Frank, but Frank does not want Anna to know that he's a CEO, so... As Frank leaves Anna, Anna walks into a room with, of course, 5 to 6 other people, and that's it. Also, one of those happens to be her sister, Tessa, who's being an asshole. Oh! She pushed her! I could do way worse to you if I wanted. That is no way to treat and talk to your sister, or anyone, for that matter. Tessa, I do not like you. This character is... I want to punch her. Tess is, of course, just reminding Anna over and over again about her useless chef husband and how she snuck into the event and how she never could have been invited to this. Never. And her husband never would have been invited to this either. It's just blaspheme. And then she pushes her. She pushed her. Tessa, this is not how you treat people. God! The roundabout, everyone's crying at her. We're all insulting her, making fun of the fact that she feels like shit. We're bullying her. But of course, husband walks in. Oh damn, Frank coming in saying, who said my wife doesn't belong here? He's actually really standing up for her in this moment. I'm really glad, especially after being pushed by Tessa and bullied by the 5 other people who were in the room. Oh, his shit about to be blown. We got our party host coming in and is like, what's going on down here? Frank is like, looking at him and he's like, don't you tell, bitch. And the host knows. He fucking knows. He sees it. He's vibing. He's like, oh shit, I better not talk about who he is and his identity. How? I don't know. But they were both on that same wavelength, that's for sure. Tess is talking to the host like, I can't believe you let these people in here. That shit's fake. And then Frank is like, excuse me? This whole event is for restaurants who are lesser known and run down. So I'm going to need you to chill out and take the fact that my invitation is real. Tess has gone off and she's walked out the building, threatening everybody that she can before she walks out. I want to punch her. All right, so the tasting event has begun. Chefs has made it onto the stage and is asking everyone in the audience, like, is there anyone who can maybe possibly name every single ingredient in each one of these? And of course, Frank is like, my wife, she's about to get this shit done. But then, plot twist, it's not Frank that makes her go forward. It's Tessa. Tessa straight up pushes her into it. She pushed her. Ah, shit. Now Tess is being a menace. Tess the menace. And she's like, well, if she can't name every single ingredient in this food, then your restaurant's a piece of shit, and so are you, Frank. Get out! That logic makes no sense, Tess. You're just petty and dumb, and I don't like you. Tessa lying. She just going off, non-stop, telling Chef Odin, or what is his actual name? Anyway, and now he's all pissed. He thinks that Anna hates all his fucking food. And now he's like, oh shit, now he all up in his. He's like, how dare you, Mr. Hudson. Mr. Hudson, that's his name. Anna is trying to get out of this. Anna is trying to be like, look, man, I don't feel this way about food or your food or whatever, restaurants in general. Like, I don't. And he's like, no, I don't care. You're a liar because the one person says you were. Meh. Frank steps in. He said bet and then bet. He bet his whole restaurant on Anna, knowing and being able to pick out every single ingredient in each dish. His whole restaurant. The rundown one, so I guess it wouldn't be much of a loss financially, but think about the emotions! Frank! The Salisbury stakes are so high! How can you fit all those ingredients? Okay, so she's given a note card and a gigantic expo marker to write out the ingredients. And it looks like each one she tasted, she wrote one ingredient for. That seems weird. She did do that shit real quick, though. She did that shit. Chef Odin is going over Anna's ingredients, right? So we've got 4 dishes. The best part about this is that each one only has 1 ingredient. First one says sugar cranberry. Yes, those are ingredients, but is that also a flavor? Like, what is that? Oil scent? Grassy? Oh, number 4 says lemon undertone. That's all it says. This is great. I love this. I'm so glad that they showed the entire card. This is why we do it. This is what midnight coping and roasting is all about. Despite the descriptions and not a list of ingredients, she did it. He's so impressed. She's been awarded the prize of the tasting event. She saved the restaurant. That's so exciting. I'm so proud of her. And now everybody's crawling up like, oh my God, you're the best. You're the best. Oh my God, how great. Come work for me. Come do this. And now, because of that, Frank has made Anna the senior culinary... What? The senior culinary what? A senior culinary... A senior culinary... God. A senior culinary consultant. That... Okay, she did all kinds of shit. Despite winning, Tess is still like, beach. Better get out of here. Oh my God, we have our second cooking scene. More like chopping scene. First of all, why did you ask her for the apron? Why aren't you already wearing it? Like, what? Just an excuse for them to get close. In this moment, we're getting very vulnerable in this moment, and Anna is explaining her mom's position with the Morris restaurant. She was a part of it, and now she's not. Now she's this protege chef, right? She's like, I'm taking over. I'm gonna be sous chef. Let's go. We got this. We're gonna run this family restaurant together. And he's just blown away by the fact that she didn't get this palate from eating fancy foods or being around fancy foods. She just got it naturally, and he is like vibing. He is digging it. He is like, oh, okay. And he's starting to realize that Anna is not what he thought. The whole time her hand is on her hip, okay? Hand is on her hip through this scene, and they go in for a hug. And now she got some kind of squeeze bottle of what? Mustard ranch. The magic of film. Of course, it got all over him. Oh, he taking his shirt off. They getting a little saucy, ain't it? Oh my God, she just got an invite from Stardust. I wonder where that came from. Weird. No idea how you would have gotten that, he says. No idea. But you got this. You could totally do it. I can't believe it. Find ourselves now in an office where Anna is going to be interviewed. The interviewee was a classmate of Anna's, and now she's like, look, dude, you can't work here. Like, you're not good enough. All right? You're just not good enough. And Anna is going in. She's like, I am going to make her believe this. We just found out that Anna's last job was cutting steaks. This interview is not going well for her. Why is she throwing that stuff in her face? Oh my God. She threw that shit in her face. She said, get out of here. Get out! And we're finding out that the reason this interview was going so bad is because Anna apparently took the spotlight away from her classmate.
Hey lovelies, editing me here. Just wanted to let you know that Midnight Coping and Roasting is recorded in different sessions. So it could be a day or two, or it could be a month in between. Like, I'm not sure. Life is busy. I've got a full-time job. I'm also in grad school, so I appreciate your kindness, and let's get back to the movie.
Hi. Took a little break, and now I'm back. I might sound a little nasally. It's been a few weeks. So I decided, since the nail change and everything, I decided to put my sweatshirt back on. The chick from the interview just chunked her papers at Anna? Is her name Anna? Shit, I forgot everyone's names. One moment. I think her name is Anna. Anna is sticking up for her husband, and I love that about her right now. The interviewer is just going on and on and on about how Anna's husband, he doesn't have a Michelin star restaurant, so he's just shitty. And Anna's like, oh, knob. I'm gonna stick up for him, despite the fact that he may not have a Michelin star. He's so much better than this interviewer because he does not look down on people. You know, he doesn't just use his superiority to just be mean like this interviewer. Okay, here we go. Anna didn't reach out to him. He's reaching out to her. Ooh. I can't remember this interviewer's name, but she a bee. Oh my god, she's just on the phone with Anna's husband. Like, why would you think that you can have your wife interviewed here? Like, it's Stardust. He's pissed. He's about to get this bitch. He's about to get this bitch. Anna is handling this so well. I would be all up in that bee's face. And Anna's just chill. She's just like, you know what? That's all right. I'm gonna call you out on your shit. Frank walking into the interview. Oh, she gonna get forked. Oh, Anna's starting to catch on. She's starting to catch on. She's like, Frank, why are you even here? You're supposed to be managing the rundown whatever restaurant you got. And they are telling her that the restaurant is like going under and that Frank can't even pay his assistant. And so now his assistant is officially the assistant to the CEO of Stardust. Anna and Frank are walking. They're about to, they just went to the grocery store. They on their way home. And they run into Tess. Oh, no. Tess reveals that she is now dating the manager at Stardust. Does he know that Frank is the CEO? Okay, well, maybe he's never seen him before, I guess. I mean, it's the CEO, so I kind of understand that. I like Frank. He calling this manager out. He's like, so you know the CEO of Stardust? And this man's like, pfft. In his head, you can hear his monologue. He's like, oh my God, me? Never. And then, of course, he hits him with the, of course I have. After the manager is being a huge butthole, Anna's like, Frank, let's go. Like, this ain't worth it. Let's go. And so they're trying to get around them. And then Tess, of course, hits her with the, she hit her with a body slam. She said, whoo. Tess done shoulder checked Anna. And now she's pissed off because it spilled on Tess's boots. Like, what did you expect was going to happen when you body slam somebody? Like, what do you think's going to happen? That's on you, Tess. But no, it has to be Anna's fault. Dang! Anna came to her. Anna was like, you're the one that did this to me. Tess goes to slap Anna, and of course Frank intervenes, grabs her in a nice way, and he's telling her off. And then he decides to just push her on the ground. She pushed her. I don't like this side of Frank. Stardust manager Henry decides he wants to shut down Frank's little restaurant. And he tries to get it blacklisted. And Frank's like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Frank gets Henry fired. And now they're like, let's go home. Just a normal day. Henry's like, something ain't right. How did this happen? I gotta go figure this out. All right, Frank and Anna are back home, and it's Anna's turn to cook for him. Aw, that was a cute little moment. Anna and Frank sit down at the table. Frank takes his first bite, and Anna's just like anxiously awaiting his response, his reaction. And Frank, this is the side of Frank I like. He pretends that it's awful, and Anna's just like, oh no. But then he's like, I'm just kidding. It's a very sweet moment. So after Anna uncomfortably tells Frank to go take a shower and she's going to handle the dishes and all that stuff, things are getting a little saucy, but that was the slowest amp up to a kiss that I've ever experienced. And then, of course, his towel falls. And then, of course, they fall onto each other. Classic trope. All right, it's Anna's first day in the office, and she's being super nice, and everyone is being super shitty. The mean person who doesn't have a name plops a bunch of folders onto Anna's desk and says that you have to go through these reviews for all these restaurants across 2 years, and it has to be turned in ASAP. We can't have anybody who can't do this, okay? She's literally at home working, and Frank sees that she's passed out on the table, like, what is going on? And then he sees the amount of work that she's been given on her first day, and he sends in a call, and he's like, I don't ever want anyone to do this to her ever again. Anna wakes up and she's like, oh my god, I gotta go downstairs, rushing to get down there, finish her work, and there's a cute little sticky note from Frank. He said, I got the files, don't even worry about it. This is such a sweet little moment. After reading this sticky note, she goes over to the couch, and Frank's just, like, passed out on the couch. So she puts a little blankie on him, gives him a little kiss. It was just so sweet. Mean lady from the first day is all apologetic, like, never gonna do that again, I'm sorry, I know you connected. So I'm gonna give you the restaurant's new recipe, the top secret recipe. Anna is going to hold on to it, and once the menu's done, she's gonna send it off to a head chef. We've got Anna's dad and her sister conspiring against Stardust so that they could save their own restaurant, the Morris family restaurant. The dad and the sister lure Anna to their home to talk about her mother. She gets there, she's like, what's wrong with my mom? And the dad is like, oh, so we need your help by getting the top secret recipe, right? She's like, hell nah, not giving you that. In all of that, Anna has dropped her purse. And instead of grabbing her purse, she just runs off without it. Convenient. Too convenient. After that interaction with her family, Anna goes home and Frank is in the kitchen and he sees her and is like, what is going on with your face? What happened? And she's like, oh, it was just an accident. Like, it's fine. And he's like, no, if someone's hurting you, I need to know. I'm your hus. I'm your hubby, okay? And she's like, no, because of this deal that your grandfather made. And Anna's just like, you don't love me. Frank and Anna have a bit of a quarrel, but then it cuts to her laying down on the couch, and he is examining her face, and gives her a little kiss on her face where it's all red and awful from the slap. We see Tess again, and after she's grabbed the Stardust employee ID card, she is managed to get into the building, and she finds Anna's desk, and she's rooting through it, finds the top secret recipe. It's official. Morris Family Restaurant has the new recipe, and they've changed their menu, and it's almost identical to Stardust's menu. Now everyone's like, Anna, like, this is your fault. We gave you access to this secret recipe, and now it's all over the place. It's been leaked. David tells us that Anna has been taken to the police station due to this leak. David sends out this mass text to all the lawyers. Get back here now, we need you. Frank tells the lawyers to make sure that Anna is good, like, take care of her, and then we need to find out what the fork is going on. Wait a minute. This got a little absurd. Excuse me, sir, Anna's father, what are you doing in this interrogation room? Who let you in there? Get out. Get out! And he's just talking shit to the police officer, basically trying to convince him that Anna is this awful person. She's always stolen. Oh, poor Anna, dude. She's just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, this is ridiculous. Who allowed him in this interrogation room? The dad has done some convincing, and the police officer is like, all right, well, I'm gonna get ready to arrest you. Here come the lawyers and Frank to save the day. Frank says she innocent, okay? She's not done a single thing. And the police officer's like, well, we've got all this evidence, so I don't understand why you're trying to take her. He said, what evidence? It looks like somebody cooked all of this up. Love a good pun. Lawyer came in and said, I know exactly who did this to Anna. And we all know it was Tessa, so. But still, I'm so glad they found out. Frank says, let's go. I'm getting her arrested. We're calling the cops. Let's go. And they show up at Tessa's job. Anna is very logical in this moment. Frank is showing her the surveillance of Tessa going in and getting the secret recipe. And she's like, you know, I really don't want to release this. And I want to make sure everything's good with my mom. Like, just don't. If they release it, who knows what's going to happen from there. Good point. She's thinking. I like Anna. Anna's back at work, and of course, mean manager is super nice to her. The company Stardust sent out a statement issuing that, like, it wasn't her fault, you know. Everyone's all chill and cool. And now we're breaking down into the workload for the day. Mean/nice manager now is offering up the opportunity to be a judge specifically for Stardust Restaurant. So they're going to send one person to judge, and everyone has to send in their evaluation plans. I'm still not quite sure what they're judging. I know that it's a collab between two other restaurants, and they asked someone from Stardust to be a judge. A judge for what? I don't know yet. We find Anna at the house, and she just has all these magazines and recipes and pictures of food in front of her. She asks Frank, like, is there a specific flavor that people really, really like resonate with, right? Frank sits down and he's like, oh, so you're going for the job. You want to be a judge? And she's like, yeah. Do you want to talk to David about the boss picking you? And she's like, blaspheme, Frank. No, I want to work hard. Okay, I want to work it. Through this conversation, Anna gets to a point where she's like, the CEO doesn't even know me. And then Frank is like choking on his own spit. He's like, oh my God, you haven't met the CEO? Oh no. Can we tell her already, please? Here we are with the sweet Frank, and he's like, okay, so you've been working so hard. Let me make you a meal. And Anna's like, I really want macaroni. Like, her mom made it for her when she was a kid, and she hasn't had it since her mom went to the hospital. And so Frank is like, gung-ho, let me get this mac and cheese, let's go. He sets the bowl down in front of Anna, and she takes a bite, and then we get to this flashback of her and her mom. Her mom brings her a plate of macaroni, and she's just like, Mom, your cooking is just my favorite. Like, it's just the best. And it's real sweet. Come back from the flashback, and she loves it. I guess it really reminded her of her mom's mac and cheese. She's like, thank you so much for the inspiration that you gave me through the macaroni. Like, I know exactly what I'm going to do for my plan, and I'm ready to go now. You got Frank just sitting at the door listening. She's executing this marketing plan really well. She talks about the audience for the park and how it's the kids, and how basically the food needs to be more of family-friendly, family-oriented vibes. So mac and cheese is perfect. Everyone loved it. I loved it. David brings in the list of everyone who's applied to be a judge for this. And of course, Frank is like, Dodoy. Anna, circle of Anna, Dodoy. He says she was impressive. Yeah, she actually really was impressive. So, of course, she walking in all confident in a nice little outfit. And Tess is there. Of course Tess is there. And she's going off about how Anna got her arrested and, like, all this stuff. And Tess is like, let me slap you. And Anna said, whoop. She said, no forking way, Tess. You ain't slapping me. And then Tess is like, okay, well, I didn't get to slap her in front of everyone, so I'm going to threaten her and say that if you do not help us in this competition, then we're done. And it's like, no, there's no cheating. This is fair judging. Like, no way. Now it's time for Tess to come up with another plan. And so she sees another judge walk in, and now she's all, Mr. Judge, can we talk, please? Devising this plan with the judge that walked in to get him to choose Morris Family Restaurant, and not Stardust. And he's like, and she pulls this, like, yeah, can you imagine if a rookie came in and was like, I got your job, bruh, and then showed you up? She really put that out there as a threat. And of course he agrees. Of course the judge agrees. Starting the contest, let's go. All right, first round is up. We've got the despicable judge who's like, obviously Morris Restaurant's final entree is the best because the other one just put out some bland boo-boo frickin' dessert. And then Anna comes in and she said, the other competitor's food is way better because they used these ingredients instead of that ingredient and add in a little extra to kind of give it this new vibe, like this dish is a new experience, is what Anna says. And then we have Mr. Judgy McJudgerpants, who's just like, I cannot believe you would choose that. How even are you in this competition? How are you even a judge? Okay? Dang! Anna goes in. Everybody's like, I cannot believe her. She took bribes from this lesser restaurant to give them the collab and the partnership. And she's like, first of all. She hit us with a first of all. She said, no. Let's reiterate our audience. This is an amusement park for children and families, like, and you want this super duper expensive food for these people. And Anna's like, no, that is not happening. This is so much more logical for pricing reasons, you know? Also, no kid wants to eat tongue. Like, come on, no kid wants to be like, I'd love some tongue. And then she calls Tess out. She said, not only that, however, you stole this recipe from Stardust. Tess jumps in and is like, how dare you say that I stole this? And then Anna's like, okay, you want to believe that you didn't do this? I got security footage, okay? I don't know who this man is. I'm pretty sure he might be a fake version of Frank. He comes in and he's like, hold up. Let me hear this one more time. Okay, and so Anna just goes in on this whole spiel about how the food is supposed to resonate with these people. They're supposed to be able to connect with it. I got little chills. I was like, dang girl, okay. That dialogue was real good. And this person has decided that Barossa is the winner and then disqualifies the other judge, Judgy McJudgerson Pants, because that recipe is stolen. And he is going so hard trying to get this person into the partnership. Judge and Tess are out. I think he's the Fantotopia person, not a fake CEO for Frank. And he deems that Anna is awesome. Very professional. It cuts to Tess, who's on the phone, and she's like, I need you, basically. And this person's like, all right. So, we getting into it. After Tess's little phone call, it cuts to Frank and Anna eating this big-ass meal. Like, why are there so many plates when you're only gonna eat one bite? If that! In this conversation, we see that Anna is like, I've never seen the CEO before. Like, maybe we should go look for a picture. And Frank is like, oh my god. He's so upset. He's like, forks. She pops in with her laptop and is like Googling like CEO Stardust or whatever, and Frank is like, oh shit, she can't know it's me. And then conveniently, the laptop dies before she can actually hit enter into Google. Frank's like, fork, yes. After dinner, Frank and Anna are just chilling on the couch, you know, just enjoying some time together. And she receives a text message from Tess. She threatening her mom and her husband. Lord, that was me. I'd have lost it. Anna reads the text message and she puts her phone down and then takes a gigantic gulp of the wine that they're drinking. And Frank is like, what is wrong? Like, heck. He's like, what's wrong? Like, you can talk to me. It's okay. And Anna's like, I don't want to drag you and my mom into this shit. Like, this is too much. Frank's like, I'll protect you, bruh. He's like, I'm going to protect you. Come on now. She's like, in monologuing, she's like, no, I can't do it. Like, I just can't. I can't bring them into this. And then she lays down on his chest and falls asleep. She just passes out. What? Frank, like, lays her down, puts her to sleep, and he's like, find out what happened to her, to David. And now we have Frank's ex-girlfriend, Ruby. She calls Frank and hits him with the, oh, I still love you after all these years, and I'm just so sorry for what I did. And he's like, no, this shit's over. I've moved on. I got a whole ass wife. Frank agrees to meet with Ruby because he wants this to end. He just wants it over with. Oh, clock them Chanel earrings. And she coming in all over Frank. He's like, get off of me. I'm married. I love my wife. Nah, go away. Get out! Oh, and here comes Anna. Conveniently, Anna is coming in like, I've never seen the CEO before. I'm bringing him something. Oh, and she walks in, and it's Frank and Ruby. Ruby is like touching all over him, and he's trying to get away from her, and Anna just walks right into it. Oh. Anna is so shocked. Like, completely understandable, girl. You had no idea your husband was your boss. Like, she sees the two of them in the office, and she's realizing that Frank is the CEO. Frank's tough side comes out. Ruby's trying to convince him, like, I won't let this happen. You are going to be with me and not some other girl. And he's like, no, unacceptable. Proud of him. And we cut to Anna running away, and Frank's right behind her trying to catch up. And she's like, look, I know that this marriage was just a little deal, partnership, or whatever through your grandfather. So if you love somebody else, just tell me. Just tell me, dude. They're having this real nice conversation, and then he just slips in the fact that he was there to see David, to play off the whole, I'm not a CEO, even though he was in the CEO's office, but he was there to meet with David. They get all smoochy, and Frank hits her with the I love you. That lighting is nice. Frank offers Anna some macaroni, and he puts ketchup on it. I still don't understand. They're having this another really cute moment. They take a picture with the food. We've cut back to Ruby, who is just absolutely pissed off. Somehow she got the picture of the two on her phone. Still don't know how that happened, because I'm pretty sure he would not put that on social media unless she put it on social media. Ruby is like, I'm gonna get you back, and throws her phone. After chunking her phone on the floor, she picks it back up. She calls somebody, and she says, I want all the details on Anna Morris. Then we see Ruby and Tess together in the same room, trying to find a way to ruin Anna's life. Tess is now in Anna's mom's hospital room. She is sending a picture to Anna of her mother, and she says, you better get over here right now. I'm waiting. Anna rushes in, and Tess is like, I need you to divorce Frank. How very frank of her. Oh my god. Anna said no, and then Tess pulls off her mom's oxygen mask. Okay, she was able to get it back on. Anna was able to get it back on. And Tess is now like, I am gonna make you decide between your mother and your husband. So, good luck. We're back to Stardust Corporation. David brings in a bunch of documents that detail Anna's life. David is going in. He is giving all the details. He is saying how Tess and her dad are manipulating Anna through her mother and her need for money to take care of the medical bills. Frank is livid, but still makes the effort to tell David to take care of Anna's mom's medical bills. Frank, that's so sweet. It got my little heart. After all that, Frank shows up to the house and sees Anna, and she's just ready to, she said, all right, we got to get divorced. We need to get divorced. Frank hits her with a no, this is not happening. I know everything about your family, and I'm going to take care of everything. Well, they get a little saucy. After the saucy sauce, they have this really nice moment where Anna gets a text, and it says that her mom's medical bills have been taken care of. And she turns over to Frank, and she's like, was this you? And he was like, yeah. In that moment, he was so ready to tell her, but he was like, no, I shouldn't do it now. Damn, we seeing rough David coming into this Morris house. Ooh, he got security. I was never expecting David to put hands on somebody. David says, for all them slaps that you giving your daughter, you're getting double that. And then all of a sudden, we see Frank rolling in. Now Frank is getting a chair. He's sitting down. He got a cigar. Bro, what is about to happen? Now the cops rolling in. Dang, they get their ass beat and the cops rolling in. Damn, this game good. Man, I thought they was gonna arrest him. Not that. They said, I don't care if you just got beat up, bruh. That doesn't matter for us. Police officer says, your restaurant is now under investigation for tax evasion. Get him. Well, they did arrest him. Okay. through all that, Tess is just sitting on the floor like a little baby, crying. We're with Ruby now, and she's like, oh, Frank's trying to get with my company's project, and so maybe I can persuade him to leave his wife. Tess is running to Ruby, like, please help me, and Ruby's like, no, you guys deserve exactly what you got. And then Tess hits her with the, well, if you don't help me, then I'm gonna find a way to ruin your chances with Frank. And Ruby's like, fine. Like, bruh. Venture X is having this big old party and everyone's invited. Anna and Frank are getting ready to go to the gala, right? The annual gala for Venture X. She picking through her clothes and he's like, no. And then she pulls out this red silky dress and he's like, yeah. Boing. I like the dress. It's pretty. It's very modest, and I like that because I feel like Anna is very modest. It really fits. After putting on this really nice dress, they get a little saucy, and he's like, well, when we get to the gala, there's something really important that I need to tell you, because Anna's like, can you please come to the gala with me as my husband? Frank gets a phone call from David saying that the Venture X's CEO wants to meet with him in the VIP room. So that's exciting. And he's just gonna let Anna be down there all by herself. I don't like this. Alright, when Frank walks away, guess who we see? Tess. We're getting into almost altercation between Anna and Tess is like, look, your dumb husband ruined my family, and he brought gangsters with him to beat everybody up. She's like, Anna's like, what are you talking about? I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Tess is coming after Anna's dress, saying that this dumb dress is super cheap and no one's ever gonna believe that you fit in here. Tess is bringing up the fact that Frank's not there, and she's like, he doesn't love you. If he did, where would he be? And then, of course, all the bullies show up. Here comes Ruby and just a group of people, and they're just trash talking her. They're just trash talking Anna. Yeah, Ruby hit her with the, do you even know who Frank is? Anna's like, yeah, of course I know who he is. Womp womp. Woo! They did a really good job with me hating these characters. I think they did a really good job. Ruby is the worst. Okay. She's like, okay, I'm the only one who could get Frank this contract, and Anna needs to just understand that. She just needs to accept it. And now Ruby is pouring water all over Anna. She's shoving the divorce papers at Anna, saying, sign them. You don't deserve him. And if you don't do this, she just threatens her, like, if you don't do this, then I'm gonna do this. Anna gets pushed by Ruby, and guess who comes in? Frank! He's here to save the day. He's like, Ruby, you getting it. I'm about to come for you, Rubes. Yeah, Rube. Not only did Frank show up, but also the CEO from Venture X showed up. And now Ruby's like, I could get you the contract. I could do it for you. Frank's like, I already did it. Duh. Now the CEO coming for Ruby. Like, how dare you treat Frank's wife like this? He's the CEO of Stardust. How dare you? Now everyone knows Frank is the CEO of Stardust. She is just shocked. Anna is just like, shocked. After Anna's shock and awe, she's like, look, I'm not doing this, dude. Like, no. And Frank is like, okay. I'm telling you the truth now, and I love you. And she's like, I love you too, but I'm scared. But I'm so worried about the fact that I am just a nobody compared to you. He says, it won't matter. Frank says, it won't matter, Anna. Like, no, this isn't changing anything. He said, I'm gonna love you forever, babe. The CEO of Venture X rolls in and he's like, Ruby is gone. Ruby's gone. And Frank's like, oh, you want something else? Tess over here, she's just as shitty. And Venture X CEO is like, all right, security, bring him. Get him out of here. After Ruby and Tess are escorted outside, we cut to them, I think at their office. Ruby is basically like, I don't give a fork about you, dude. Like, who even are you? Ruby's like, I don't even give a fork about you. Don't you dare threaten me. So now it seems, after that whole thing, the whole little fight, Ruby and Tess are gonna be back working together. Oh my god, Ruby wants to poison Anna! She's like, I'm gonna poison them, and then Frank will be all mine! And Tess is literally like, what? I love that Ruby and Tess are wearing all black because they're like sneaking into the kitchen. So we're at the tasting. Anna and Frank are being all cute, like, no, I don't want to take all the credit. Anna says, we're married, we can take our credit together. It's like, what's mine is yours, that whole vibe, right? Tess and Ruby come storming in like j'accuse about the potassium whatever that they put into the food themselves, because now they're trying to get Frank and Anna in trouble because they're gonna like poison the judges. After the accusations, just all of a sudden, these people with microphones just appear out of nowhere. They gave the judges microphones so that they could stand up and be like, is this true? Tell me all about it. What? Of course, Anna coming in logically like always, like, we didn't do this. We did not do this. Those two framed us, and I've got the proof. How do these people just know what potassium bromate tastes like? And now they're getting arrested. Ruby and Tess are getting arrested officially for intentionally framing Frank and Anna. While the judges have cameras and they're like taking pictures and stuff, I can't. Who would have thought that the judges of the tasting would have also been press and media? What? So, again, Ruby and Tess are getting arrested, and they got handcuffed together? I don't know why they put handcuffs on them together instead of them having their own individual handcuffs. I just love it so much. Oh, shit. So after they've been arrested, Frank, he getting on one knee. He getting on one knee. Oh man, they're actually gonna have an official proposal. And of course Anna says yes because da-doy. And this is in front of everybody, the judges who also are press and media. For the first midnight coping and roasting, I'm actually surprised I really enjoyed the ending. Ending was so jam-packed, but there were a lot of other moments throughout the movie that kind of just grab you emotionally, you know? Like at one point I had chills. Ooh. I think this went pretty well for the first one. So tell me if you like it in the comments. Did you follow along? Did you also watch it? And we'll be back with another movie. See you later, lovelies. Bye.